The views and opinions expressed on the following program are not necessarily those of the staff and management of Salem Media of Hawaii.
Welcome to Generations Radio, where the focus is on our seniors and their families. We are here each Saturday afternoon from 5 until 6 p.m., bringing you resourceful information with our radio team of professionals in the field of aging. Stay with us for the next 1 hour as we explore different ways to make life more exciting and meaningful for our extraordinary seniors. Right here on AM 690 The Answer. And now, here is our host and the publisher of Generations Magazine, Percy Ihara.
And welcome back to Generations Radio. We're here every Saturday from 5 to 6 and Sunday from 3 to 4. And thank you all of you who said, at me a senior fair last month about that you listened to the radio show. Please tell your friends, your neighbors, your loved ones, people at work, because what we noticed at our Aging in Place event in August and the senior fair last month is that a lot of the younger people my age, 56, 50s, 40s, dealing with their parents. And it's really important to find out resources, and that's what we do in the magazine. And we've grown inside. We've doubled our page count. We're at 64 pages now. We just started our seventh year. Our website is growing as well with resources. We're getting contacts from the mainland, all over the neighbor islands about information, what we do. So thank you very much for tuning in here on AM 690. And, they changed the name of the channel, a couple of years back to The Answer. We are The Answer. So, by the way, if you want to contact us, just look at the magazine, generations808.com. You can email me, percy@generations808.com. Give me a call, 234-3117. I get calls every day from people that are looking for resources, asking questions, not only about my mortgage business, but just for home care, geriatrician. So, as you know, last week we had on nurse practitioner Stephen Ito, who's actually a traveling guy. So he goes to your homes for care. So look for him in the future. But anyway, welcome back to our, I shouldn't say welcome back. She's here all the time. Melissa Mansfield, our newly certified gerontologist with Ultras Medical. So thank you, Melissa.
Oh, thank you. I love being here.
Yeah, so I learned as well, and like Stephen Ito last week was explaining to me, incontinence. I don't know what that is. I'm only 56 and I never knew it's probably almost about, since our guest is a nurse, it's a matter of time you're going to have incontinence. Is that correct, Miss Kate?
Well, it can be, yes.
Yeah. Anyway, we're here with our special guest, Kate Bishop from Acorn Stairlifts, and she's actually new to the island. So welcome to the show, Kate.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
So you're new to Hawaii for only a month.
Yes. Oh, loving it.
You got a nice tan.
Thank you.
And your accent, I'm sure a lot of people say, I love your accent. So you're from England.
I'm from England, yes. Originally from Birmingham, so in the Midlands, but I've lived in Yorkshire for over 20 years.
So I'm not real good with geography. So you mentioned Yorkshire and
Birmingham.
And Melissa, do you know, since you're in Mansfield?
I know. I'm from Mansfield, England. It's the northern part of London.
Of England.
Sorry.
So sort of Mansfield is in between Birmingham and Yorkshire.
But I'm a little, I have a friend from Birmingham, so she tells me, but yeah.
Well, great.
We're called the Brummies.
Yeah, I learned that the other week.
So, but that big show just closed down. What was it called?
The big
night soap opera show that just closed down. Do you know about that?
Downton Abbey.
Downton Abbey.
Oh, yeah.
That was for years.
Yeah.
It was like a night soap opera or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was very popular. Well, it's popular worldwide, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, I've heard about it. I've seen a couple episodes. So, Kate, you're here in Hawaii. Explain to our audience here what Acorn Lifts is, and tell us, first of all, you've been a nurse for 27 years.
27 years, yes.
Wow.
Trained in Yorkshire. So done all sorts of nursing, but always in a hospital. But I've looked after a variety of patients, after surgery, following strokes, neuro conditions, all sorts.
So you just came to Hawaii a month ago. So can I ask you, since you're from England, what's the aging like in England? Because Japan has 30% over 65. We have about 20% over 60. in the next probably 10 years, we'll have about 24, 25 over 60. What is England's aging population like? Can I ask?
Very similar. So we all went through we had the baby boomers as well. So yeah, it is an aging population. I would say that the longevity in Hawaii is slightly different. I've come across lots of seniors in their 90s, which you see in the UK, but not quite to the extent in Hawaii, in the proportion in Hawaii. Which,
Well, I think the weather has something to do with it. You know, we're talking about last week, the food in Hawaii is just great. I mean, I'm not too sure if you got into all the different Oriental foods and Thai and Vietnamese. I mean, I'm just my mouth's watering for that Vietnamese pho and a summer roll. But so you're here with Acorn. Now, how long? Tell us what who Acorn is. I'm first hearing about you guys.
Okay, so Acorn Stairlifts is a UK company. Yes, Stairlifts. Okay. It's a UK company, been established for about 26 years now. Been on the US mainland for just shy of 15 years, about 14 years. Had lots of inquiries through Hawaii, but felt it wasn't the right time to come and sort of explore the population here. But then this year decided this time was right, so we came here about 5 months ago now.
Yeah, your partner Martin.
Yeah.
And so he came first and got it going, and he brought you over, huh?
Mm-hmm. Looked at sort of the demand really, and you know there are a lot of seniors on Hawaii, but
we're the oldest state in the country. We finally beat Florida a few years back. Right. I think the fastest growing age bracket, actually percentage wise, is 85 plus.
Right.
More people are. In fact, they tell you if you're 65, you're relatively healthy, you have about a 75% chance or more to live to 85. And if you're really healthy at 85, the chance of you reaching 100 is pretty high as well.
It's incredible.
You know, it's just a lifestyle that we've seen through studies and research. So, you know, when you talk about stair lifts, I don't have a real clear picture in my mind. You know, all you see in a commercial, the guy going up, straight up the stairs. But your stair lifts are very unique, which is interesting. So, can you tell what kind of stair lifts do you have?
And I think for people to understand, sometimes I think in the US they are referred to also as chair lifts. So they're a chair that people would sit on, and which is attached to a rail, and use a button really to move themselves up and down the stair lift, quite slowly really, and safely and steadily up the stairs, up the staircase.
Now, who's suitable for the stair lifts? Who would be your target market? So
anybody with mobility problems, but it doesn't have to just be mobility problems as regard to I don't know, like arthritis, so poor mobility with walking. It could be suitable for people who have got breathing problems, who just struggle really just to get them down the stairs. Like COPD, cardiac problems, all those that really it is. I think they dread going up the stairs, or it takes a lot of effort for them to get up the stairs. So they're suitable and also it's not age determined. It could be for any age.
Oh, wonderful! Really. Yeah, my mom, when she comes to visit, she has a very difficult time going up and down my stairs. Sometimes she camps out in the living room for hours, and sometimes a couple of days, just because it's so hard on her knees. Yeah. And she has COPD. So just to go up the stairs, she's out of breath by the time she goes up. And there's a lot of times I'll take her dinner upstairs, or just really anything she needs. So that's So
I guess you're going to have to add this to your renovation. She's going through a renovation right now.
I am.
Oh, there goes.
But I tested out the stair lift, and it runs smooth. I loved it, and it was comfortable to sit in.
Yeah. And you feel safe in the stair lift. I think the big benefit is that it means that people can stay in their own home and enjoy their own home. You know, home is important to everybody, isn't it? It's where we've got our memories, where we've had,
and we don't want to move.
No, we don't. And it's expensive to move, isn't it, really?
It's expensive to move. You're telling me, let alone renovate. That's why I bought a single-story home. Actually, I was thinking about doing a renovation about 2 years ago. I actually had architectural plans for upstairs and downstairs.
Right.
And my wife, at the end of the day, said, I don't want upstairs. So I spent $5,000 on an architect, and she tells me at the end of the day she didn't want to have a second floor. Well, anyway.
But
the concept of aging in place is, with the universal design is huge. So the market that you're getting into is about to explode as well.
Yeah.
Because there's not a lot of housing options, so we will stay in our homes longer.
And we want people to enjoy the home. So if you've got an upstairs, we want people to be able to use it, you know.
Right.
And that's the key, isn't it, really? Just,
It is.
You don't want to be confined to one space because you can't use the stairs. This
Right.
gives you the option and the
And
solution.
I do notice that when I go visit clients' homes, a lot of times they are in the bottom unit. And very seldom do they go up and to see another bathroom or, maybe their own bedroom.
Yeah,
Because now they're living in their living room. So were your stair lifts, are they only indoors or do they have the outdoor option?
Oh no, we've supplied quite a few outdoor in Hawaii. They're tried and tested across all countries really. So we've fitted them in Alaska, in various beach homes. So they're weather resistant to all sorts. So yes, because being in Hawaii, some single story houses obviously don't have indoor stairs, but they need access for outdoor stairs. So yes, we supply lots.
That's wonderful. We actually have a client that's every time he needs to go to the emergency room or just to a doctor's appointment, we have to call the fire department to come and assist him because he doesn't have the stair lift to go up and down the stairs, which is unfortunate. So it's something that I will pass along to him as well.
Brilliant, yeah.
So I was looking at your brochure here, and by the way, so real quick before I forget, because I'm going to forget, you guys have a website that they can see these pictures at?
Yeah. So it's acornstairlifts.com.
ACORN Stairlifts.
Yeah.
It's interesting. You mentioned earlier about chairlift, but you call it a stairlift.
Stairlift, yeah.
And why is that?
That's a UK term. I think in
really?
the UK, everybody would know what a stairlift is, as opposed to a chairlift.
Oh, so you're bringing that terminology to the U.S.
Worldwide,
Well, it makes sense.
actually, yeah.
But I mean, my mind, it clicked automatically. It was getting up the stairs. What was interesting, I've got your brochure here. So, guys, I would highly recommend, if you have any kind of mobility issues, I would highly recommend you go to the website or give Kate a call. But I have some of these questions here in your brochure and what you sent us. So, does the size or the width of the staircase make that much of an issue?
Well, I mean, it's originally designed for UK staircases, which are much more narrow than anything that you'll see in the
More narrow than Hawaii?
Much
Or the
more.
US?
Yeah.
Yes.
Really?
Oh, they really are, yes.
Oh, I was
We've
thinking
got
you
old
just
little
opposite.
No, they're not like Downton Abbey, most UK homes.
Oh.
It's, they are quite narrow staircases. So the minimum width that we need is 26 inches. So
Okay.
to be honest, we've not come across a staircase in Hawaii that's less than 26 inches.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, but I noticed here in one of the pictures in your brochure, guys, so I would highly recommend it. The arms go up and the chair and the seat goes up.
Oh yeah, it folds away quite neatly.
It folds away. So design away.
Yeah. So the idea is that the stair lift, when it's in use or with the rail, would only take up a quarter of your staircase, and then when the chair's parked, it folds away to 12 inches, and just moves away quite nicely, really, to allow access and to be able to rest the staircase to be used by those who are mobile.
So I have a 90-degree staircase. It's straight down and just straight out. Do you have anything that would make that easier access? Because because we do have a narrow staircase, but I don't want something sticking out from my mom. And then, of course, we run into it at night.
Yeah, so we have a curved option. So, and we're really proud of our curved option. I describe it as like a mini monorail that you could have all around your house if you wanted, but it fits to your staircase. So it's not just, so we have the straight stair lift, but we also have this curved option. And it's quite unique to the industry. It's a modular system that is made up of different parts that we've got them all here in Hawaii, but they can just be fitted together to suit your staircase. And they can curve round and round across landings, sort of down landings towards bathrooms if necessary, or bedrooms.
So on a 90-degree stairway would just go straight down. Does it? What did you say? Does it wrap around?
Wraps around as well.
So we've got sort of bottom 90-degree wraparounds, 180-degree wraparounds.
Oh,
so
wow.
everything's just tucked away, really.
Oh, so it's all customized?
Yeah. We what we do is we come out and look at your staircase and give you the best options, really. So nobody wants a chair that's stuck out, and for one, it's an obstruction. So if any, you
Right,
could fall over
right.
that. So you want something that's just nicely tucked away and neat and suits your home and suits the user.
Well, it's interesting here. I'm looking at your brochure. I keep on going back to your brochure,
Yeah.
guys, but I highly recommend if you have a 2-story home, it's just a matter of time when you're going to want one of these. But interesting, I never thought about these. You have these common questions, and it says there's a sensor that has an automatic cutoff of the power in the event of an emergency or safety issue.
Yes, so our stair lifts run on batteries. We've got two 12-volt batteries in the system. So if there was a power outage, it's absolutely fine. They run another. You've got another
Nothing
20,
is stuck.
20 to 25 rides on the from the chair.
The emergency battery, backup battery.
Well, they run on batteries. That's how they run.
I see.
So it's just when the chair's static and not in use, there's two charging sections to the rail, either the top or the bottom, wherever the chair's sat. And when the chair's not in use, it's automatically charging.
I
It just runs to a normal power outlet.
I see. Okay.
So is there a weight limit for the chairs?
Yeah, there
Good
is.
question.
So there is a weight limit. So on the sort of curved option, it would be about £275. On the straight option, the standard straight is £300, but we do a heavy duty system, which is £350.
Okay. And you said you were at the senior fair, and I saw a number of people trying that lift. And what was the heaviest guy that went on that?
We did have someone slightly over £350, but it's not advised. It's £350 that we would.
Okay. You
recommend.
certify.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're 400 pounds, you might be able to, but then you're taking your own risk.
Yeah. We'd
But-
encourage people to not
Lose weight.
Yeah, to lose weight.
Live actively.
Oh, so I'm seeing a picture here from the brochure. You guys have a remote? Does
Oh,
does it
yeah,
come with a remote?
It's a remote. So, I mean, that's another one of our safety features, really. So, particularly if there are going to be two people in the house using, or three people in the house that are using the lift, it means that the first person could go up the stairs on the lift, and we'd have a remote at the top and the bottom, and the person at the bottom of the stairs could call the lift down with remote control and then go back upstairs with it. And it also
I was
it
gonna
gives you
think
that
about
security.
yeah. You go upstairs, honey, bring it back down.
Yeah.
I know. I think I asked Kate, "Do you have two-seaters?"
No. we
Yeah,
don't.
she didn't. For
That
couples,
might be the future.
Wow. I
or
mean,
just
they're not
come
gonna
sit on my lap, I guess, and move right up
No,
the
it's
stairs.
still got to be the limit of 200 plus,
Yeah.
275, right? Oh, how interesting. So they don't need a seatbelt, or do they come with a seatbelt?
Oh no, it comes with a seatbelt, and that's one of our safety features. And it's not a seatbelt in a car that moves. You know, once it's there, once it's around you, if you did fall forward, I don't know if one of our users was prone to fainting and fainted, you literally could not fall out of that chair. I think I demonstrated it to quite a few people at
Really?
the
You
show.
can't fall out of the chair?
You can't fall out of the chair at all. Yeah.
Well, it's good because I had a client that fell out of a chair and hit his head, and he died 3 days later.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. And I think that's the big fear. I think, people do, they may have a fear of walking up and down the stairs, but they also have a fear of sitting on something that takes you up and down the stairs, and all these different features.
But it doesn't move very fast, though, does
Oh,
it?
no, it goes at a nice speed, really. And we can adjust the speed, to
Oh,
suit
you
the
can
user.
adjust the speed?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. This is getting better and better, guys. You're looking at, like I said, at some point having if you live in a 2-story home, and because I see a lot of people, they don't even go up second floor anymore.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And it's very sad.
Yeah, it is.
Now, is there a length of how far they can go?
Yeah, well, the curved option will go anywhere. As I described, it's a monorail. You can go throughout your house. The straight option would probably go up to about 35 steps.
Okay,
Raises.
well, that's a lot.
Yeah, exactly. I think the standard that we're looking in Hawaii is around 14 to 16 steps that we use. But as I say, the curved option will go and go and go.
Oh, okay. And then I'm looking at this picture of the chair. Do they all come with a swivel seat?
Yeah. So the swivel seat's designed to, this is the straight option. It's designed to allow you to get out at the top of onto the top landing as opposed to on the stairs. So if you envisage a straight, sat straight, looking at the opposite wall as you're going up the stairs, you don't want to get out at the top
And
on the top step.
You
Exactly.
fall down, so you can swivel out and face
Yeah.
the
And
other
it
side.
moves across to sort of take most of the staircase space up. So if there was a risk of you falling back down, you'd automatically fall back into the chair as opposed to any space around the chair.
Okay.
So I want to ask you how much this wonderful device costs.
She always good today. She always wants to know the price.
Well,
I don't
to be
blame her.
honest,
Because
and
I'm about to purchase one for my mom.
Oh, good point.
And it is a question that everybody asks. So the straight option, we're looking at around between 5,000 and 6,000. For the curved option, it all depends on your staircase.
Sure.
It really does, because you asked about the 90 degree staircase. You know, if you want a special finish at the bottom, 180, that adds a bit more to the price. So we start at about 13,000.
Okay.
But you know, it might seem a lot to a lot of people, but it is cheaper than having to move home, and
Yes.
you know, and it
Cheaper
and
than
it
an
allows you
elevator.
to much cheaper than elevator,
And you get to utilize your whole house.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about mobility problems.
and it keeps you safe.
It does.
Okay. And so and you mentioned you're manufacturing these in the United States now as well.
They're manufactured in the UK, but they're assembled in the
I
US.
see.
Yeah, and then here in Hawaii, we've got the equivalent of about 60 chairlifts, stairlifts in stock.
60 or 16?
60.
60. You have 60 ready to go.
Yep.
Okay, guys. So any special on the first 60 that's sold to this radio
I'm
show?
sure we can.
Huh? But no, I mean, when I saw you at the senior fair and you mentioned that price to me, 5,000 to 6,000 is, to me, knowing the quality of life. And I always tell those people this question: can you put a dollar value on your quality of life?
Exactly.
Right. So it's reasonable. So correct me if I'm wrong. When I asked you about the permit, do you need a permit for this?
No, you don't. There's no permit required.
Oh.
No.
Because you're not really expanding space out. You're not putting new windows or anything like that. It's just actually modernizing your home a little bit more, right?
Classed as a home improvement. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And so that's, if you think about it, I mean, I know people have put elevators in a home, and that's really expensive.
Yeah.
And if they break down, good luck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because those elevator union guys, they charge a pretty penny per hour. I know a few of those guys. But do they tend to break down, or are there issues with mechanical failure?
They are very, very reliable. As I say, we've been making these for 26 years, and we've improved. They've just improved and improved, and they are the most modern design out there in the market. So we've got a 24/7 helpline, technical line that worldwide, that if there was a problem, that the user could contact this, and 80% of our problems are dealt with on this technical line. All the stair lifts have got what's called a digital display. So there's a number that flashes up, and you can refer to that in the manual, and it just tells you what the issue is, and that's easy to resolve as well. You're just looking for the brochure, you can see that.
I see. I was looking at that number. So the specific number on the chair tells you what may be the issue?
Yes. Yeah.
Like a battery or
your keys, the keys taken out, or various different things.
key. You need a key.
There's a lock on the system, so that if you I don't know, if you've got grandchildren that would love to come up, or you're having a little party, and people are just flying up and down on this stair lift. If you actually just wanted to you could lock the device, take the key away, and it's safe. Oh. And it's also for these users that maybe have a bit of dementia, Alzheimer's. If the relative was really worried about them using it inappropriately, they could just take the key and lock it, and then maybe just use the remote control to get them up and down the stairs.
It's like another safety device.
Yeah, we've got lots of safety.
Really
devices.
important to have safety on this thing.
Yeah.
I was amazed. In your brochure said over 400,000 of these chairs have been sold.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys, our first 60 in Hawaii, give Kate a call at Acorn Stairlift. Again, before we go to break, your phone number, Kate?
So the office number is 808-262-3330. And my number's 808-476-1800.
That's your cell number?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, okay.
Get
So
me
you do most of
directly.
the sales?
Yes. I'm the office manager.
Oh, you're the office manager?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you going to do any kind of a discount for the first 60? No? We'll talk about that, guys.
Yeah, we can.
We'll figure something out. But I'll tell you, if you want quality of life, these Acorn Stairlift, I don't want to put you in a spot there, Kate, but I know Martin's going to call me up. What are you doing? But what kind of situation have you seen? What when you see families? I know you've just been in Hawaii a month, but what are you and Martin seeing in Hawaii with aging?
Well, it's a common problem that we have to see. There's common problems that occur in the UK as well. We see seniors who actually are quite resistant to having anything going in the house. They see the stairs.
And they never take anything out. That's why there's a declutter problem.
Yeah. But they see the stairs as possibly maybe their real point of independence, and also sometimes they use it as a form of exercise. But I think we also see the really frail seniors who, it's bad enough if they fall on the flat, but if they actually fell on the stairs, it could be the catalyst for them to move out of the house.
Falling is huge. We're here with Kate Bishop from Acorn Stairlifts. Again, real quick before they take a break, here was your office number again.
808-262-3330.
So is that a Kailua number? You live in Kailua?
Kailua.
I know. 262.
All right.
Anyway, we're going to take a short break. We'll come back. We're here with Acorn Stairlifts. You want to learn a lot more, especially if you have a 2-story home there. We'll be right back after this short break.
Percy Ihara from Generations Radio. If you have any questions or want to be part of our discussion, give us a call at 296-5467. That's 296-5467. This is Generations Radio on AM 690 The Answer.
Did you know 26 million Americans have kidney disease and most don't know it?
The day I was diagnosed, I didn't know what to do. I called the National Kidney Foundation, and the young lady who answered stayed on the phone with me and walked me through step by step. She too was surviving kidney disease, and she showed me there could be life after kidney disease.
Visit the National Kidney Foundation at kidney.org. Now you know.
Moon Physical Therapy is here to help you back to recovery. Moon Physical Therapy is located on Ward Avenue across from Sports Authority. Physician prescribed for motor vehicle accidents, workman's comp, or that body pain that comes from rushing to play without warming up. Also event cardiopulmonary rehabilitation with our one-on-one patient care. Moon's Aquatherapy heated endless pool allows for low-impact exercise with less pain on land. We will give you the right exercises to get you back to health. Ask your doctor to prescribe Moon Physical Therapy. Moon Physical Therapy. We achieve results.
Aloha, this is Martha Clopin.
And Al Harrington. Choosing the right Medicare plan not only saves you money, it also helps you avoid headaches and heartaches down the road.
We want to remind everyone
to listen to a Medicare Moment with Martha, Sundays from 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. as we help answer important questions on Medicare so you can stay healthy, wealthy, and wise all year long.
Call me at 543-2073, 543-2073.
I was an addict from the age of 13. I finally decided it was time for a change. I walked into the Salvation Army Adult Rehabilitation Center, and that got me ready for the real world. Now, I choose to be guided by Jesus Christ, and today, I'm building a powerful and promising future, free from drugs and alcohol.
Please shop at the Salvation Army family stores. With our discounted sales, your support through your purchase helps men live a clean, sober, and productive life.
Got Vegas on your mind? Get Vacations Hawaii on the line. Vacations Hawaii offers weekly 4- and 5-night Honolulu to Vegas packages, which include 3 meals daily from $6.99. Stay at Hawaii's favorite casinos: California, Fremont, Main Street Station, and Orleans Hotel. Vacations Hawaii will get you there in comfort on deluxe wide-body 767 planes with complimentary in-flight hot meal service. Vacations Hawaii's frequent flyer program gives you future travel discounts and credits. So if you're ready to win big, call Vacations Hawaii at 591-4777 or visit pointVacationsHawaii.com.
Today, more than ever, we local people are living longer than any other state in the Union, with more seniors, baby boomers, and caregivers. Generations Radio promotes the importance to be proactive as we all age. The radio team will focus on issues facing our seniors and their families, finding resources to navigate healthy aging along with financial, legal, and caregiving information. So join Percy Ihara from 5 until 6 each Saturday, right here on AM 690 The Answer. focusing on the issues facing our seniors and their families today. Here's our Generations Radio host, Percy Ihara.
So welcome back to Generations Radio. I'm here with my co-host, Melissa Mansfield. I always like to say this. She is the newest certified gerontologist in the state. How many? There's only what you said, 8 or 9 or 10 in the whole state?
In the whole state.
I know there's a bunch of geriatricians.
Well, there's 26, I believe, geriatricians, which isn't that many.
When you think about the population of, there's 26,000, 27,000 people that have Alzheimer's. But in seniors alone, I can't remember the figure. I think there's about over 140 people, 150,000 over 60. But the growing number, and the baby boomers are going to almost double that. But I did want to talk about the November issue of Generations magazine is out, and we're honoring our veterans. So we have people from the Korean War, World War II, and 2 veterans from the Vietnam War, and my longtime friend Rona Adams is pictured in the front cover there. And she will be writing a regular column in Generations magazine regarding all types of programs that are available out there for our veterans here in Hawaii. So, and that's all islands, not just Oahu. So I just want to make sure you know that, because this AM 690 does cover statewide. There are pockets, obviously, that the station cannot be caught, but check us out, or you can listen to some of our past issues, radio shows on our Generations Radio, Generations808.com website. So we're going to feature veterans in our the October-November issue, and we actually did start off in our magazine with a tribute to my longtime friend Kirk Matthews, who passed away a couple months ago. He's a very good friend of mine, and Linda, I hope you're doing well. But we are going to feature the veterans, and we're going to tell their stories. We're going to bring out different events for that in November, I believe, for Veterans Memorial. I'm trying to find that page as we talk here. I believe it's going to be I'm trying to find that page. Did I pass it? But anyway, where did that page go? I'm looking for this on a digital copy of the Generations magazine. But anyway, we did want to honor our veterans, so check that out. We have a lot of new stories coming in every month, as you know. And we have one of our newer partners today, Miss Kate Bishop from Acorn. I always get a hard problem with that name. Acorn Stairlift. So welcome back to the show, Kate.
Thank you.
So we're talking about seniors, as you know, and give us an idea for our listeners that are listening, and some of the, a lot of our baby boomers listen to the radio show. When I was at the senior fair, I was not shocked, but kind of happily surprised that a lot of people listen because of their parents.
Yeah.
Now, do you get calls? I know you've been here only for a month or two. Are you getting calls from mostly the senior or mostly from the children?
A mixture, really, to be honest. It is a mixture. And I would probably say it is more the children doing the inquiries for their parents. So, but we've had inquiries from all ages, to be honest. Yeah.
And so, can you walk us through that process when somebody calls up?
Yeah.
And say, what do they do? They do an inspection. Are you seeing anything common trait where they need it or they've fallen down?
I mean, some people are looking for the future, so they're just making inquiries really and just planning ahead. But we've had other situations where, yes, their relatives had a fall and might be in hospital. They want to get them out safely, having some rehab, and they want to get them home safely. We've had other, customers who maybe have got been given a life-limiting diagnosis, cancer maybe, and so they want to get them home. Their wish is to go home and enjoy their own home, and to enable them to do this, we've fitted stairlifts for them. So it's a variety of different reasons, really.
So from the time someone calls you, what is the turnaround time for you coming out to assess all the way up to installation, and then so?
I mean, we can come out as quickly as possible, really. So, and depending, and we try to fit in around the customer as well. Obviously, we want it. So, if a family member wants to be present, it might be at 5, after work hours. So we can go between 5 and 6, or whenever really to suit the customer.
Are you available weekends as well?
Yeah, we can visit at weekends. I mean, I know a lot of people probably don't want to visit on a Sunday, but we are available to visit Sunday if that's what's required. So our surveyor will come out, and we give sort of between 1 and 2 hour window really for the visit, so they can properly look at the needs of the user, assess the staircase, do all the measurements of the staircase, and then provide options. Because for each staircase, there tends to be a couple of options available for the customer, and we could give a price quote at that point. And then if they were happy with that and wanted to go ahead with the sale on this island, because our warehouse is in Honolulu, we can fit between 2 to 3 days. I mean, we did a visit on Monday. The stairlift was in the next day.
Really?
Actually. Yeah. Very
Wow.
quickly. But we allow sort of 2 to 3 days, but whatever will suit the customer. On the other islands, takes a bit longer because obviously we just have to logistically ship the lift out. And so we allow sort of 10 to 14 days. So we use UPS, send the equipment out, and then our installer will go out after a couple of days and install the lift.
So what about troubleshooting? Let's say the lift has been in the house for 6 months and maybe something's not turning on. Is there a 1-800 number? Are they on this island?
Well, there's the technical line, 24/7 technical line that would go to our Orlando office.
Okay.
And that could, and as I said before, most of our problems are dealt with on that line. But you contact us here on the island. Our installer will go out and service and deal with any breakdowns. But we've fitted over 100 lifts in the last 5 months, and we've probably had
100 lifts?
Yeah, over 100 lifts now.
Wow. You guys are busy.
Yeah.
Good for you.
And we've probably had 2 issues that we've had to go out to deal with.
Nice.
So they're a really reliable product.
Nice. Is there maintenance or services that needs to every year, every 6 months?
Yes. So on the first year you buy the lift, the first service is included in the price. So the price includes the installation and the first service, and then we do recommend a yearly service after that, like you would a car, just to make sure the parts are all working nicely. There is a lifetime guarantee on the motor and the gears. And then any general wear and tear, we recommend, yes, a yearly service.
Okay, so if a button falls off, then we call you and you can come and replace it. So I'm asking about price again. Is there payment plans or is it one sum?
No, we can offer payment plans, and that would be discussed really, at the time of purchase. But we can spread it a proportion of the payment over a 4-month period, interest free. But again, the surveyor would discuss all that on when the
come out and do the installation.
When they do the installation and decide to purchase.
I think that's an option that I look at because a lot of seniors aren't able to put down a lump sum, so it's a wonderful option to have.
We ask for a deposit when they decide to buy, and then the final payment is made on installation, or we can offer this finance plan.
Now, do you do this statewide in all the neighbor islands as well?
Oh yes, yeah, we've fit Hawaii statewide.
So you just mail, you just UPS the equipment.
Yeah.
And your installer goes over.
Yeah, and we've had absolutely no problems with that at all. It's been a really good service. We've got it's a good setup here now.
Oh yeah, well it's very vital because one of the things we try to do is try to provide these resources and programs and services out there so they can be proactive.
Yeah.
Because falling is just a growing trend, a huge problem, and over 80 falls a month people go to the ER in the state of Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
And a lot of times over 70% of them will eventually pass on or die from their injuries. Mm-hmm. Now you being as a nurse, you're actually in a good field because when you come in, your nurse brain back goes ding ding ding, right? Then you can see these issues, don't you?
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm used to assessing patients that for looking for falls prevention. And stairs are a big problem, aren't they? You know, and like I said before, a fall on the stairs is quite dramatic, and it can be, it can be fatal, can't it, as well for some seniors. So
yeah, well, especially if you have osteoporosis or they have Parkinson's, it's just something that we're trying to get people to be proactive. Yeah. So, guys, if you're listening out there, and if you have a 2-story home, it's just a matter of time where you're going to age to the point where you're not going to be able to go upstairs and not enjoy your upstairs, or maybe a bathroom. I had a client that had his bathroom downstairs broke, but he couldn't get upstairs, and he was a pretty big guy, so he actually went outside.
Yeah,
believe it or not.
Yeah, needs
he had to do his business out there. But it's interesting. But are you seeing a lot of more scenes with that much mobility issues?
Oh yeah. I mean, and I think, as I said, the longevity in Hawaii is great, isn't it? Really. So, but we know that when you get to your 80s and to your 90s, your mobility does deteriorate, and you're much more prone to falls and mobility issues. And the other thing we do with the lift, we wouldn't just choose random sites to put the lift on. We make sure that where the chair lands is the most suitable for the customer to get out. And it almost sends them in the right direction. What we don't want them to do is to have to turn unnecessarily and, again, potentially trip. It's all designed for the user is how we install the lift. So we've got all that in mind.
So as a nurse, I mean, is Alzheimer's a big issue with this? With dementia?
I mean, Melissa will be able to, because you use the lift.
Yes.
It's actually quite easy to operate. So I think even our quite confused customers can actually operate the lift, because it's just a toggle, and it's just a light touch that you use at the arms. But as I said before, the remote control is another way of actually the relative being able to send their loved one up the stairs safely, without them having to worry about operating the lift themselves.
And you say you had two remotes?
One at the bottom and one at the top. Yeah.
Oh.
You don't want to have to run downstairs for the one.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about that, because we're seeing more and more cases with Alzheimer's. About 2 or 3 times a week, one of my clients or a potential client will call me for my mortgage business, and one apparent, at least one if not two, have Alzheimer's dementia. And I can imagine if they don't know where to go or which room to go to, where their bedroom is, if they got to go upstairs and have mobility issues, it's a huge problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So when you have financing, and the straight down one is $5,000 to $6,000 approximately.
Yeah, between.
And then the wraparound is about 13 or more.
So the curve system. So it would depend on the length of your staircase, how many bends we've got, and the finish at the bottom. So, but yeah, starts at around 13,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can you give us an idea? Maybe tell us of a recent visit, how that went, and what some of the kind of questions that people are asking you.
Yeah, I mean, the common questions are, well, first of all, invariably people ask about the cost, but once we've been able to, we draw a picture and show how the staircase will look how the stairlift will look on their staircase, and where the client will get out, like I said before, which direction their feet will be facing when the stairlift stops. So they ask all sorts of questions like that. We go through all the safety features, because people, that's another thing, they might not be safe walking up and down the stairs, but they're worried about this device or this product on their staircases and how safe it's going to be. So we talk through the sensor buttons on the footrest, which would, if there was any obstruction on the staircase, the lift would automatically stop. The belt, the remote control, the key. We can talk through whatever's on their mind. We invariably do have an answer for their questions, really. So
well, you guys are the pros and experts on this. You've probably seen so many different situations.
Yeah.
This is all you do too.
This is all we do. So we've become the specialists in the field, really. I'm proud of our product. As a nurse, I wouldn't promote something that I didn't think was credible and wasn't suitable for the clientele. And this really is it. I've seen the big difference it can make, and it means that people can enjoy their homes again. And it also gives that reassurance for families, for relatives, to know that their loved ones are safe on the stairs.
Exactly. It's safe.
Mm-hmm. And outside, because I think it's important for seniors to get outside and hear the birds and smell the flowers and get vitamin D,
Enjoy the air.
And enjoy the air. That's, we live outside majority of the time. Mm-hmm. For the lifts outside, is there anything that is that you can't build up? Like if it's I mean, is there any obstructions? Or also, I wanted to talk about rusting. I mean, how weather prone are
outdoor
they?
lifts are all powder coated, and they're all the parts are protected. Because as I said, we fitted them everywhere.
Okay.
Alaska beach houses.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Your brochure here, over 400 have been sold, and just about every state you have offices. Actually, is that correct?
Yeah.
Oh wow, they got to put Hawaii on this map here.
Yeah, we will do.
We always we always notice that
we always get missed.
Or Hawaii is the last state to bring it in, and then their artwork doesn't include Hawaii. But I'm really impressed. I mean, you're all over the United States, and now you're finally in Hawaii. Yeah.
Very happy to be in Hawaii. Yeah.
And you're probably going to go to neighborhoods. Usually, if you saw it on Maui or Kauai, go there for the weekend, enjoy it. Have you been to Hawaii before this?
I came in the summer. Yeah, earlier in the summer.
I mean, before?
No.
You've never been to Hawaii?
No.
Oh.
It's a long way from the UK.
Yeah. And so maybe when next time you come on, I got to teach you some pigeon. You know what pigeon is?
No.
Have they told you what pigeon is? Okay. It's a bird, but it's like you may have it in England, like a slang where they say, like instead of saying "How are you," they'll say "How's it?"
Oh right,
just for short. But then I'm sure you can teach me some slang that you do in the UK. But you have some unusual like sayings, right? Are you familiar with any of those that they don't? If you said it in the United States, like look at you like kind of funny.
Well, because I've really had to get there's different sayings, but even just different words and how they're pronounced. So in England, we say aluminium. Here you say aluminum. And I'm finding it really hard because the track is aluminum. Yeah. And I find it really hard.
How do you say aluminum?
Aluminium.
Is that how you spell it?
Yeah. It's spelled the same way.
Another word that, the cooker.
Oh, the cooker, yeah.
Yeah,
What's
that's
that?
the oven. My friend who's from Birmingham, she was like, well, where's your cooker? I'm thinking,
Rice
a pot? Yeah, right?
Rice cooker?
But it's the oven.
It's the oven.
Yeah.
Oh.
But Martin, he's been to many houses, and he's got a really broad Yorkshire accent, and I think people have been quite amazed how they've understood him all the time. But they have. He's got through. I think he speaks the universal language. Yeah.
Okay, your partner. We're talking about Martin.
Yeah,
but you guys have great sense of humor.
Oh yeah.
Is that how it is in England as well?
Oh,
I've only been through very briefly. I've never really stayed long, but you guys are just naturally have a good humor.
Oh yeah, we like to laugh. Yeah.
Well, I know you have a lot of pubs.
We like pubs. Yeah.
Pubs. I can. We're going off topic, but I was in Florida for a convention several years ago, and I had one day by myself. I went golfing, and I got matched up with another individual by himself, and golfing, and we were talking store about what we do, and he goes, "Oh, I manage a few pubs in England." I said, "Oh, about how much?" He goes, "Oh, about 4,000." 4,000. I couldn't believe that. He goes, "Are you like one? We must be the biggest." Oh no. There's other companies like 6,000 to 8,000 pubs.
Oh yeah.
You have a pub on every corner, it's like our 7-Eleven or Starbucks.
When the town I lived in Yorkshire had 3 breweries in there, so there were pubs everywhere. More pubs than people, I think, in the end.
Well, it must be like cars. We have more cars than people.
Oh yeah,
on this island,
I've never seen. I can't believe how many cars there are in Hawaii. I was quite shocked when I arrived. Yeah.
Well, we even though we have the best bus system in the United States, people love the cars, and our car salesmen here are so good. But the weather too. You can get outdoor. You can, because we're an outdoor state.
Yeah.
You want to drive here and there. Every Saturday morning I go to take my son bowling or baseball game, and the traffic actually is sometimes worse on Saturday morning than a regular weekday morning. People are definitely going someplace and getting out of the house every Saturday, Sunday morning. It's crazy. So from a nurse's point of view, is it that safe? And does the seniors really have to worry about falling down the stairs?
Oh yes, I think it's one of the big risks is stairs for anybody who's at risk of falling. We know that mobility changes, some medication can affect people's balance, and just their confidence really. As they become more frail, they're more prone to falls. And stairs are a big obstacle really, aren't they? Yeah, for a lot of...
Well, we have a statewide fall prevention consortium that we meet every quarter. And so I would like to invite you to come on to this group.
Yeah.
And you'll be sitting with a lot of OTs, PTs, hospitalists from around the state. Department of Health will be there. we have a group of about 25 people, and you might want to come and join the conversation, because fall prevention is something that we, as a state, and but as all the healthcare people in the industry, really see that growing. Besides Alzheimer's, those are two things, and elder abuse too, but falls is really huge. And with your product, with your knowledge of being in a home, it can be really, really important, because you see that. In fact, I don't know if you've seen, there's a fall prevention video out now. If you go
I've not seen Hawaiian one, but
from the
I've
States?
certainly seen it from the UK. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Actually, the stars of the video, it's interesting. They spent about 4 months designing and filming this video. It's about 6.5, 7 minutes, and it's from a senior talking to another senior about why you need to make sure you have good vision, make sure you manage your medications, make sure you have good eyesight, and make sure you exercise a little bit, because it's really important to stay healthy, because falling, because you're not balanced, right? You may not be able to see good, or you trip over something on the ground. So my parents, both my parents are in that video, and I've got to get you a copy of that, because that'd be a great one to show. Every workshop I do today about aging in place and a reverse mortgage, we always show that either in the beginning part of the workshop or the end of the part of the workshop. And as common as you think those 4 or 5 items to stay healthy and to prevent falls, we still need to reiterate it every day, that they need to practice these safety tips, because it's a matter of time. When you're in your 80s, it's like a 75-80% chance they're going to fall. And so I'd love to get you on a consortium, our group here. I can get you a copy of the fall prevention video, so when you go out there, by the way, because if they're calling you for these Acorn Stairlifts, they're already have either fallen or they're big risk for falls. So but I thank you for bringing this product to the United States. And I got to take you out one of these days. We eat some local food, huh?
Well, I'm loving the poke.
Well, that's very healthy too.
I love it.
I mean, what's funny about this? I don't know how many years ago they started calling it poke. It's always pokey.
Pokey.
Now it's poke.
Okay, yeah.
Miss Leah,
maybe the accent.
You're younger. When did they start calling it poke? Like 10 years ago? No, it's never been. It was pokey before.
Well, I'll say pokey or poke.
It was pokey. It was always pokey until maybe 10 years ago.
All right.
Then poke. So it's poke. Now,
bring a
well,
French
it's appeared
twist.
in England. It's appeared in the UK now.
What's that?
Poke's appeared in the UK.
Really?
In London, yeah.
Well, it's healthy.
Yeah.
And you can make any kind of flavor you want. But have you had some Hawaiian food yet?
I've had some pork.
Pork?
But special Hawaiian pork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the leaf?
Yeah.
And have you had some of the
poi?
Poi?
Nope.
No.
Gotta have poi and pork. We got to go to a luau. Have you been to a luau?
No.
Well, that's where we're going. Kate.
Okay. Well, Kate, thank you so much for Acorn Lift. Again, your phone number?
It's 808-262-3330 or 808-476-1800.
And do you have a website they can go to?
acornstairlift.com.
Okay.
And there's a Facebook page for Acorn Stairlift, but we're going to develop one, I think, for Hawaii, because I think
you
that'd
really
be really
should
important.
with local people inside there. So thank you very much. Before we end, I did want to mention November 19th. It's a Saturday. There is the Mayor's Craft Fair at the Blaisdell.
Yeah.
It is free to the public. It's like the first craft fair of the season. So you're going to have crafts from all the different senior clubs at the Parks and Recs here in Oahu. We're also going to have a karaoke contest featuring Jeff Apaka from the Waikiki Community Center. He's going to be hosting the karaoke contest. So anybody can join. So even though it's kind of an event for the seniors, anybody can join. And then we're also having a cooking contest, which I was one of the judges last year. I don't know, man. You're being a judge. I'll tell you, you gotta have great taste buds, because, man, I tried about 20 different recipes. It was a lot of fun. So November 19th at the Blaisdell, 9 o'clock to 2 o'clock. It's the Mayor's Country and Craft Fair. So please join us. If you have any questions, you can email us at percy@generations808.com or give me a call, 234-3117. So thanks again, Kate.
Thank
Melissa,
you.
my co-host here, thank you very much. Hey, listen, everybody, have a great weekend. Aloha and live well.